up, everybody? Welcome. My name is Darth Joker. Welcome to the DJC, and today, instead of doing one more round of, decisions, because I cannot consciously bring myself to make decisions that are going to make Invisigal the bad guy and Blonde Blazer hate us, and it's literally what I have left. I can't do it. I can't consciously do it, especially on the Invisigal front. Don't want to do it. Not going to do it. So I figured today we would read the comics. I think that would be a good way to end this series. I think it would be a good way to enjoy the final moments of what has been season 1 or game 1 of hopefully an amazing series. Right now, we have 6 comic books to read. So, let's start them. First one, I think, is Splash. It's about Waterboy. Alright. So, now this one really doesn't have a lot of words to it, which is fine. But you can definitely see where he is in the bathroom, and just like a cat, he starts playing with the toilet paper, and then a bunch of the cats that his grandmother has comes in to the bathroom, and well, that's where they're at. And then I guess he was sleeping, so he wakes up, and of course, because he's nervous, he splashes water all over the place. Yeah, his clock is bagged so he doesn't ruin it. He leaves wet footprints behind. He goes in to check on Grandma or Mom. I think it's Grandma. And Grandma, needs help getting to the bathroom. Needs help getting down the steps. Owns a bunch of cats, which is, some grandmas do that. He's trying to help by getting her toilet paper, but the toilet paper's all wet. There's plastic sheets on the steps. Cats like plastic, obviously. He feeds Grandma, helps her take her medication, puts his Waterboy suit on, hands Graham the remote. There's a cat that goes meow underneath, and Waterboy wants to play with him. So Waterboy goes to play with him, gets Cat's wet. Cat hates water. On his way out the door, he kisses Grandma on the head, and the water mark stays. So then he goes to the Madrona Marsh Preserve and notices ducks in a very small puddle. So to be the hero that he thinks he is, and actually ends up being, he spits water into the puddle to refill the water. The ducks freak out and the ducks fly away. So later he is at the bus. He's waiting for the bus. A car drives past and hits one of his puddles and splashes all over him, which then keeps the other bus patrons safe. There's a guy running with coffees. He's to deliver them, I guess. And he slips in one of his puddles, spills hot coffee all over Waterboy. Next page, Waterboy is covered in coffee on the bus. The short little girl from the bus station is on the bus with him, and he drips water on her. It's involuntary, remember. They are stopped outside SDN. Waterboy goes flying out the door, and the coffee's finally leaving his body. So he then is ready to go. He talks himself into it. He walks across the street, and here comes Flambe in his Firebird. Flambe says, "Bitch, you hit my car. Do not tell anyone." And drives away. Parks his car in the parking lot. Waterboy goes in and sees Mecha Man, and that is where the game picks up. This was written by Paulie Ragamov and Chuck Beebe, Jared K. Fletcher, and Dan Hipp. So, that's the first one. The second comic for Dispatch is called, what was it called? The Last Bender. Is called The Last Bender. It is with Sonar and Malevolent Gib. We will respect the last name. So, in the first part, Malevolent goes, "I found us a job, Sonar says, thought you wanted to cool it on doing crimes? Oh, it says last bender right there. I do. This gig's above board. Actual legal employment. The Phoenix program at SDN. I signed this up. Sonar goes, lame. Look, I got 1,200 shares of Diatropics and I've got to offload. Hey, Levela has unplugged the computers. Malevola goes, tomorrow we're turning our lives around once and for all, which means that tonight we gotta get absolutely fucked up. That's all you had to say. They are off to boobs, tails, and tentacles. While there, they meet a dancer with a bat tattoo that they're both very into, it looks like. And apparently the dancer is into them. And Sonar says, wait, I have a transaction complete. And Malevola says, boners and credit cards are a bad mix, mate. So then they go off to a dance club where some nerds, some other stockbrokers, my guess would be, we could show you to a real party. Open-minded, we're super open-minded guys. Mostly humanoid is totally fine with us. So, yes. As they go to this party, Malevola steals one guy's wallet, and they do copious amounts of coke. I'm telling you, this ain't your grandpa's effing cryptocurrency, alright? I'm talking totally inflation-proof, fully encrypted, virtual, untraceable coin. So don't know what Sonar is talking about. They steal the wallet, and somehow they go back. Oh, they steal the wallet so they can go pay the dancer. Malevola gives Sonar the thumbs up for the private dance. I think Sonar ate the dancer. I think that's what happened. So they end up at a party somewhere. Then they end up at a space station. Then they end up on the Golden Gate Bridge. And then the very next day, they end up at the Phoenix program. Welcome, Phoenixes. First day of our new lodge. Oh, he vomited out a pigeon. So yes, that is that is The Last Bender, written by Susie Matson, Eric Anderson, Jared K. Fletcher, David Nakayama, and Dave Crossland. Very cool. So that is the first comics. The next one is Coop and Punch Up. It is called Pause de Deux, and then Shell Shock. Shell Shock is Blonde Blazer, but we'll get there. And this one, oh, it's black and white. Okay. So Coop is talking to herself. I am the best at what I do, so naturally I get to do it a lot. My success rate as an assassin is a perfect 68-0. That's not bad. And I suppose you do this long enough, eventually you're sent to kill a man while he's watching Swan Lake. She is an ex-ballerina, or maybe still is a ballerina that also is an assassin. The rules are simple. Get in, remove the target, get out. And her eyes get fixed onto Swan Lake. And most importantly, Punch Up is crying. He goes, suppose you're here to kill me. Don't be seen, what Coop says. This page. It's just was on the ballet. I mean, ordinarily he'd be dead by now, but was going to change it, but I couldn't find the clicker. And for Coop, she goes, this is my favorite part. And he goes, just a weird coincidence. And Coop goes, coincidence? Or maybe it's fate. You dress like you were meant to be here. Either way, fair warning, she attacks. And it is Punch Up, so he goes, I'm a bit tougher than I look. And she goes, so am I. So they get into a knockdown, drag-out fight while Swan Lake is playing in the background. She thinks she's about to be choked out up against the wall, so she does her wing thing. And the blades come out, and she bounces off the wall, kicks him in the face. All of the blades connect, and he just kind of pushes them out, which he does in the game. You've seen it. Coop is exasperated. Jesus, you're gorgeous. And Coop says, so are you. And they make out, and they do some stuff, and it says 68 and 1 is still pretty good. That one was written by Mayana Baron, Lapouchon, Sal Capriano, and Malia Ewert. The next one is Shell Shock. So we're going to go to that. Shell Shock is the story of Phenomoman and Blonde Blazer. So Blonde Blazer is flying with Phenomoman. They land in Tokyo. This is the Tokyo Dream Sushi. This is, if we go to the, I've never gone, so now we get to go. So the sushi master awaits our arrival. Why would he be waiting for us? Snap, paparazzi's there, Japanese paparazzi. I do admire your planet's dedication to documentation. And then Blonde Blazer says, why is it empty? We're extra special guests. He has asked us to taste from his new menu and offer our endorsement. So it is an urchin. Remember, he talks about eating the from the urchin? Hey, can we talk? Blonde Blazer says. Phenomoman goes, of course, we are talking right now. Are you also wondering if this creature developed spikes because it knows it tastes so good? Well, now I am, but no, I was wondering if we could talk about us. Hiya! Crack cuts it in half. He eats the whole thing, spikes and all, which you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to eat the inside. He goes, phenomenal. Where do you see us in 5 years? Blonde Blazer says. My future is certain. I have vowed to devote my life to protecting the vulnerable people of this planet, alongside you. And Blonde Blazer says, I see. Blonde Blazer says, so we're what, still doing superhero work? That is my desire. Our lives are phenomenal, and it is my hope that we can remain that way until the day we both perish, presumably in the midst of an intergalactic conflict where our far superior species consumes us and the entire planet as a whole. Oh. And then he eats the other half of the urchin. Blonde Blazer goes, oh. I guess I just thought maybe one day we could, I don't know, settle down, buy a couch, drink some beer, watch some dumb show about a bunch of hot people dating on an island. Like Nick and Melandria? Maybe? Nick and Melandria? With no food or be normal. And I could be Mandy for a little bit. Aww. And he goes, wow, Mandy is lovely. I believe the man who dreams of sushi dreamed of the Blonde Blazer, sampling his raw delicacies. You're right. Thank you for helping me see the problem. Happy to be of service. And she goes, goodbye, Phenomoman. And he is shell-shocked, devastated, and single. And this is written by Mayana Baron, Shauna Mills, Sal Cipriano, and David Liu. So yes, that is Post Dédé and Shell Shocked. The next one is called Get Up. It is 13 pages. I'm going to start this. This looks like it is a party. You really want to stoplight sticking out of the side of your head? San Pedro, California, 1999. Hell yeah. I've been sucking up to him for weeks to be first in line. Oh, that's Chase. But not on the head. He said you can basically put him anywhere. Then that's even more baffling. Cling. I don't know what that means. Looks over. Kids in there tinkering. You want cheese on this? Yeah, anyway. I'm just saying, I'd vote to let Eli in. And I think you should let the Brave Brigade members who actually get a boost from the tech make the call. Hey, you got the Astral Pulse out of him. What about the rest of us? Uh-oh, he's coming over. What's up? We chilling and grilling, dog. Are you talking about the hot dogs or are we the dogs? Yeah, I was confused by that too. You guys, yeah, you're my dogs, Chase. You get it, right? Haha, yeah. Anyway, I don't mean to interrupt, but I was talking to Vitalia about the vote, and she agrees. That's work talk, Eli. You should be talking to Vitalia about healing and the swelling on the side of your head. Look, I just figured everyone is here, so maybe we can just do a quick vote now before I caught my cousin in a broom closet. Eli. Okay, there it is. I missed that. Eli. I caught my cousin in a broom closet once, butt naked, with his D in the vacuum hose. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him. That's not how it works. Oh, and he accidentally spits the beer on the side of Eli's head, which short circuits him. And Chase goes, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. And he's still being electrocuted, and Eli goes, stop, and shoves him. Eli is upset and storms into the house. God damn it, now that I gotta be nice to his ass for weeks. You fucked up, dog. Motherfucker. Right. Oh, he tapped the... He did the... Okay, look, if you tap the bottom of a beer bottle to the top of a beer bottle, it sends it... It causes the beer to erupt out of the bottle. Threat identified. Defensive protocol initiated. Robert, go! Chase is through the door. Yeah, let's just look at this. Before anybody else even has time to move, Chase is gone. It's over the table and through the door. The Mecha Man suit is about to fire on Robert Robertson III. And instead he shoots through the door. And I guess he lands on his shoulder, and it's what dislocated it the first time in the game. He goes, you okay, Robert? Is your arm, are you? And the Mecha Man suit is about to terminate everyone in the room. Mecha Man comes through the door of his father and says, deactivate protocol, Robbie. Voice match protocol deactivated. Are you all right? Are you hurt? His arm. I think it's dislocated. I think I dislocated it when I grabbed him. That's how Robert's piece of his ear is missing. He gets shot in his ear from the Mecha Man suit. And Robbie says, get up. And then he hears, get up again. Get up again. Get up. So this is when Mecha Man, after the bomb explodes on the back of Mecha Man. That's what this part is. And that was written by Steve Del Sala. Sal Cipriano. It's probably Cipriano. Sorry if I missed your name up earlier, brother. Jay Lee, James Pia. He's competed in point fighting and amateur Muay Thai. I'm sorry if I messed your name up. I'm only a boxer. Don't hurt me. No, I'm just kidding. Chad Rhines, or Rhinus, perhaps. They're the ones who wrote this one. Writer, artist, colors, letters, cover. So all 5 of them work together on this one. And that is Get Up. This final one is called The Death of Mecha Man. In this one, it is Mecha Man working on Mecha Man Astral. You've canceled the vote. Eli comes in. Yeah, Mecha Man says. No. This is fucked up, Robbie. That's the 5th time. Chill out, Eli, or you'll pop a spark plug. You promised me it would be today. Promised? Said Robbie. Did I do a pinky swear? Don't be a fucking child. I challenge you. The fuck's that supposed to mean? I'm going to beat Mecha Man, and when I do, you'll make me an official member of the Brave Brigade. And give me back my Astral Pulse. Your Astral Pulse? I made it. I made all of it. And now I'm going to unmake it. He pushes a button on his chest. Kind of like Bane when Bane gets juiced up, I guess, from Batman. He gets a power overload. And his little blades come out. He goes, now give me the suit. I mean, he looks pretty cool. Jack Kirby Cable looking, in a sense. And Mecha Man goes, what do I need the suit for? You think I can't take a nerd super glued to his effing toys just like this? Stop being an idiot and get in the suit. You're not worth the effort it would take to flip the ignition. Get in the suit. He throws a wet rag at his face, and punches him in the nose. Then uppercuts him in the chin. And he tries to throw a blade towards him and misses. Mecha Man ducks underneath with a fair shot to the kidneys, breaking some type of armor. And he goes, let's lift the shroud so you can see this one coming. His eyeball is knocked loose. He takes the mask. That's where he gets the name Shroud. He takes the rag off his face, and Mecha Man is about to hit him again. But Chase comes in, Trackstar, and right before the final blow is thrown, Chase rescues Eli, soon to be Shroud. What the F, man? They're drinking beers. He goes, he asked for a fight, so I gave him a fight. If I didn't step in, you would have killed him. Mecha Man goes, bull crap. You think the villains out there are going to pull their punches? Chase, I always knew you had it from the first day we met. With Eli, I've never been convinced. But if he comes back tomorrow, after that, I'll know for sure I got a real hero on my hands. Come on, Chase. You see what I see. I know you do. I'm going to see if Vitala's got Eli up yet. Don't make me the bad guy. I didn't do nothing. You did that to yourself. Robbie. Shroud has his gun and shoots him. Or well, shoots a bullet at him. And Chase goes, crap. And he's chasing the bullet. He is able to get to the speed of sound, if not a little faster. He is able to shove, or not shove, he's not able to shove Mecha Man out of the way in time. And Chase goes, what the F, man? Hey, hold on, Robbie, hold on, I got you. Hey, what the? And he turns and the elevator door is closing on Shroud. I'll get you, Effer, I'll get you, Chase. I'm here, I got you. I'm gonna get some help. Anybody, help! Help! It's too late. The bullet had torn through Mecha Man, and that is the death of Mecha Man. That is, it talked about in the game, but you don't really know how Shroud does it, and now we do. And this was written by Chad Rhinez, Andy McDonald, Lorenzo Scaramella, Jared K. Fletcher, and Betty Zhang. And yeah, that's what happens to Mecha Man. And those are all 6 of the comic books that come with the deluxe edition of the game. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed those. This is just artwork. I mean, it's what the game was originally going to look like, and how it goes from what it originally looked like to what it looks like now. There's 25 pages per one of these chapters. This is the different ideas behind the superheroes. At one time, I guess she had duck wings. Waterboy had different suits. There's one with Invisigal. I was kind of want to see. I don't remember if it's in this one or no, it's not. Those are the. You know, when they do movies, they do the. They put them on slides. There it is. Short sleeve with the hoodie, shows the tattoos off, which I thought was cool looking. I do like the way she looks in game. I love the hair. The hair is perfect. Combat pants and hoodie variation looks pretty cool. The ninja looks pretty cool, but I feel like that's the idea they used for the bad guy, Invisigal. I'm not sure what the glowy weapon things are. That's cool. I like it. It's more like a Raven thing though. But I think my favorite, other than how she actually looks in game, is the red skirt. She looks pretty cool in that. Midriff shown, it's cool too, I guess. But I think even if that was a full shirt or a leotard with the skirt, it would have worked pretty well. And that's really about that. But I do like the way she looks in game. I think she's pretty perfect just the way she is now that we got the game. Storyboards, those are called storyboards. Prism is pretty cool. I think she has a couple different, yes, here's the different pictures with Prism. First it was going to be like a gauntlet, then it was going to be like her, like a power that radiates from her, kind of like electricity, and then they went with the lighting and the pop star, and I think Prism is very awesome. I think the way she turned out is very awesome. I like Prism. I think she's cool. Golem is cool because there was a whole bunch of different ways that could have gone with that. But I'm glad they went with the way that he did. He's very natural and industrial. The Malevola Gib, who we will honor the name because it honors someone for her. Gib is Alana Pierce's stepfather, who is no longer with us. I watched one of her reactions, and she was crying, and she added his name because of what he meant to her growing up. So I wish to honor that name as well, Malevola Gib. Very cool. And then this one is just same thing. The idea behind Shroud, how Weed is going to change. I do not like the purple and yellow Shroud over here. Like that is annoying. I don't like that at all. I would be very upset if that's how they did him. This one was pretty cool. It's more, Riddler. Riddler turns into that one guy. Yeah. And then it's just randomness. The robot here. I never understood the little arms there until, I still don't really get it. They're not necessary, but they're there. So. But these are the mechs that they were going to put him in, and none of them really, you know what I mean? Except for maybe that one, but then the head's really awkward. So, I don't know. I like the way they did it. The circle, the spider is cool. And then this is more, you know, the one guy with the swords and stuff. Just the red ring, the red added the augments. Psychic, this, she was a very designed character, and I guess the point of her being a designed character is she was going to be another member of Z-Team, but they cut her at the end. That's why her little ring is only right there. Most of her power is just what it is already. Sonar and Coop as bad guys, so like one way or the other they have to be bad guys. Look, I like Charlie. I've always liked Charlie. I think his work is phenomenal. But he makes a better bad guy. Coop is literally an assassin. So Coop is neither good nor bad, and I'm not saying the sonar is good or bad, but I feel like Coop fits the team a little better. That's all. And then this is the choices. We can go over the choices through all the episodes. We don't have to do that now. If you want to see the choices, let me know. If not, we're gonna end it right here, and that's it for Dispatch until we get a season 2 or Dispatch 2 or however we're gonna go about that, or however they're gonna go about that. If you haven't played this game, if you haven't, spend the $30 for the base game. It's so worth it. It's only $30. You know, you can play it again as many times as you want. You know, the decisions. You know, there's different ways to play, and I'm not going to get the final trophies. One trophy is Snake Eyes after 75% complete, still fail. I mean, that's random. That's luck. Then there's one that says 35% covered, and you still pass. That's a hard one because that's by chance. Then you have the Invisigirl is the bad guy, and I can't bring myself to play that way. I can't, and I'm not going to. I don't want that story. I don't want that ending. I don't want to see that because I had a hard time just picking Blonde Blazer as a romance partner. You can only imagine how terrible and how heartbreaking that would be, and I'm not going to do it. If you guys want to do it, by all means, go ahead and do it, and drop a link in the comments, man. I will watch. I'll watch your episode, absolutely, but I will not play it myself. I don't want to put myself in there. Though I will be playing this off camera one more time to get up in case season 2 does release, so that all of my answers can coincide with the next season. So I appreciate you guys being here tonight, today, yesterday, tomorrow. I will write another update on my father soon. That's another thing I just want to say. This game has been detrimental in keeping my mind together, because we all cope different ways, and the humor and the camaraderie in this game has really made it easier for me to keep myself together in times when I need to be strong for others. So, Ad Hoc Studios, phenomenal, absolutely. I'm going to use phenomenal man's thing. Yeah. This is definitely my number 2 story-based game of all time, and it's only slightly behind the entire Mass Effect trilogy. If it's the single Mass Effect games, this beats all 3 of them. Okay, story-wise. But if you put the entire trilogy together, this is very close, very right there. So I'd say it's very close to being my favorite story game of all time. It has definitely beaten out Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, and I'm telling you, that was my favorite game for almost 20 years. 20 years. But, yeah, if you guys have the $30, the $30 free, which I know it's not easy in this day and age, but if you got it, man, get the game. Do yourself the favor and get the game. Watching someone else play this game will never do the justice of owning the game and playing it well. But I appreciate every single one of you. I love you all. To my wolves, my Vikings, and my shield maidens, take care of one another, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!